Welcome, Divine Sisters. Welcome to Tantra Womb Healing Yoga Practice. So we're going to get started really soon. I'm just going to start by introducing myself. My name is Catherine Teferet-Levy. I am the founder of the School of Enlightenment, where I teach on all different topics related to enlightenment, such as Kabbalah, Tantra, Essene mysteries, yoga, meditation, anything that's related to getting us to the new earth, to this ascended state, to this Garden of Eden paradise. That's what I teach on in my group, Catherine Teferet-Levy, School of Enlightenment. I put the link in the description of this video. I am a coach, I'm a yogi, I'm a healer, and I am a spiritual teacher, and I help teachers, leaders, and healers of the new earth to live their full divine mission. So that's what I do. I'm originally from Australia, but I live in Israel. For the last year and a half, I've been living in Migdal or Magdala on the Sea of Galilee in the north of Israel, where the Essene Master Mary Magdalene was from. And I just recently moved from Migdal to Mount Carmel, which is another very, very sacred Essene site. I've been living as an Essene for 8.5 years, and I'm actually going to be doing another live that's not listed on the schedule in a few days' time. So if you are interested in that live, please write in the comments Essene, and I will make sure that you get to view that live. So that will be in a few days from now. And that will be about the Essene version according to the Hebrew Scrolls that have just been released to the public about the life of Mary Magdalene. And I'll have all the information about that in that next live. So let's get started. So I'm just going to ask you first. So today we're working with the womb, we're working with tantric energy, we're working with the feminine energy, the goddess. And let's start by taking your intention for your feminine energy, your intention for your womb, your intention for anything related to your feminine energy. So your breath, your healing, you want to be more creative, more artistic, more in the flow, more magnetic, more beautiful, whatever it is, put your intention in the comments below. And yeah, I'd love to see what your intentions are for your feminine flow. For me, and I'm sure many of you share this with me, it's just to, be more in my feminine and to really recognize when I'm in masculine and when I'm in feminine, and to have the wisdom and discernment to be able to shift between the two and be in the energy that's more appropriate for that moment. So beautiful. So let's get started. We're going to start with the hands in front of the heart. Actually, before we get into the practice, there's a few things I need to mention. So firstly, we have a nadi, we have an energy line that runs from the womb and it runs up to the heart. It's called the womb yoni womb nadi. I can't remember exactly the Sanskrit. So throughout the entire practice, we're going to be inhaling from the womb, and we're going to be exhaling from the heart back down to the womb. So inhale, womb to heart. Exhale, heart to womb. So throughout the practice, I'm going to be guiding you to do that. The other thing is, if you feel you want to release with sound during one of the stretches or one of the practices, I really encourage you to release the sound without judgment, whatever's coming out. Very important principle in Tantra to remember: breath, movement, and sound. We're going to be using all three today. And finally, the mantra that I want to work with, rather than working with a Sanskrit mantra, I want to actually work with a Hebrew mantra. And the Hebrew mantra is Ella. Ella is the feminine form of the name of God, Elohim, and it represents the goddess. It literally means goddess. So we're going to actually open up the practice by chanting Ella, as opposed to, some other Sanskrit kind of mantra or chant that we do. So now we're going to get started. Bringing those hands in front of the heart, taking 3 deep breaths, inhaling from the womb to the heart, exhaling from the heart to the womb and sighing it out. Inhaling from the womb to the heart, exhaling heart to womb with a sigh. One more. Inhaling from the womb to the heart. Exhaling from the heart to the womb. And just taking a moment to connect with your prayer, your intention, your feminine energy intention for this practice that you've put in the comments below. Just connecting with that, feeling that in your body. And then to open the practice, we're going to chant Allah, Ella 3 times. Inhale to begin. Inhale for the second one. One more time, deep breath in. And now as we breathe in, we're inviting our honored guest. And our honored guest is the goddess. It's the Shakti, the Ella, the divine feminine. So we're inhaling the honored guest to dwell inside of our body, from the womb to the heart. And exhale. So just working with the breath throughout the practice with a beautiful sense of divine reverence as we welcome the honored guest of the divine feminine, goddess Shakti. Keeping in mind that it doesn't get more feminine than the breath. So now we're going to start with a lotus mudra. And the process of this mudra is to transform and heal whatever it is that we need to in order to bring us into alignment with our intention. So we inhale, we flip the hands around. And then we exhale, point those fingers into the heart. As we exhale the hands out in front of us. Then we inhale the hands back through the mud. And then we exhale the hands into the lotus mudra. Let's do 3 womb to heart breaths here with the lotus open. With a sigh. 3. 2. 1. Closing those hands back into a namaste. Let's repeat that process, taking a deep breath in. Flipping the namaste. Exhale, the lotus goes into the earth to be transformed. As we exhale, the arms out in front of us. Inhaling them back through the earth. Flipping them through the heart center as we inhale to a beautiful gold, emerald green lotus with a golden center. Inhaling from the womb to the heart. Exhaling with a sigh, heart to womb. Inhaling from womb to heart. Exhale with a sigh, heart to womb. One more. And closing up that beautiful lotus. And then we inhale, flipping the namaste. Exhale, letting the lotus go under the earth, stretching the arms out in front. Inhale as the lotus transforms under the earth in the mud of the swamp. Inhale, flipping the lotus around, flipping the namaste back, bringing the thumbs together, the little finger, opening up the lotus mudra in front of the heart. And this time we're going to chant Allah, goddess, on the exhale. Inhale. Ella. 2. 2 more. Inhale. One more. Closing that lotus to a beautiful namaste. Inhaling from womb to heart. Exhaling with a sigh, heart to womb. Okay, and now we're just going to send the energy up to the heavens, inhaling the hands above, exhaling the hands down to the earth, pausing as you hold your hand, your fingertips are gently on the earth, you're holding the breath on the exhale, coming into 0 point stillness, and then inhale to the namaste, exhale to a yoni mudra at the womb. Then we're going to inhale the hands up to the heavens. Exhale, sweeping your auric field, resting the hands on the earth, gently with the fingertips, holding the breath on the exhale. For as long as it feels comfortable, coming into stillness. Inhale the hands to namaste. Exhale into yoni mudra, an upside down triangle, resting it on the yoni or on the second sacral chakra. Inhale back to the namaste, up to the heavens. Exhale down, sweeping the auric field of the earth, resting the fingers gently, the fingertips on the earth, holding the breath on the exhale for as long as it feels comfortable. Inhale the hands to the heart. Exhale the hands into yoni mudra. Onto the womb, yoni, that area, wherever it feels good for you. And let us inhale from womb to heart. Exhale from heart to womb. All right, beautiful. Now we're going to come onto all fours. We're, knees are under the shoulders. Knees are under the hips, hands are under the shoulders. And now instead of cat-cow going up and down, we're actually going to circle and roll the body, getting really sexy and circular. And I want to hear you making some sighs as you open up through the spine and the hips. We're just circulating the body in opposite directions. And then come into stillness, coming into a 0 point of stillness, taking a breath here, inhaling womb to heart. Exhaling heart to womb. And now we're going to circle the body in the opposite direction. Feeling really sexy, connecting with your hips and your sensual, divine, feminine energy. Making sounds, sighs, releasing the energy, releasing the divine feminine within. Feeling really sexy and sensual, embodied. All right, beautiful. Coming into stillness here. And just sitting on the knees. Coming onto your knees. And bringing the hands in front of the heart here. One hand on the heart, one on the womb. Inhaling from the womb to the heart. Exhaling from heart to womb. Okay. For the next position, you're taking your right heel, you're taking your left heel and you're bringing it around to your right hip. Then you're taking your right heel and bringing it around to your left hip. And then both of the knees are stacked on top of each other. Okay. And I really encourage you to use the power of sound on the exhale as we go forward, because the hips store so many old emotions. And I really want you to release. And we're going to do several breaths on each side. So taking a deep breath in. Let's chant one mantra of Ella here. Inhale. Ella. Beautiful. And we're going to gently lean forward. You can come as low as it feels good. And we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, releasing with sound. Let's do 7 here. 7. 6. Really releasing on the exhale. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And coming back up, straightening through the body, inhaling from womb to heart, exhaling heart to womb. And let's just chant one mantra of Ella with the Namaste. Inhale to begin. Ella. Just a little reminder, Ella is the Hebrew word for goddess. I prefer to work with Hebrew mantras than Sanskrit. Wonderful. Now we're swapping the legs over, so opening them up. And then the opposite leg comes on top, so it should be your left leg going on top, I believe, if you've been following my instructions. Making sure those knees are lined up, straight ahead. Bringing the hands in front of the heart. Let's inhale from the from the womb to the heart. Exhale, heart to womb. And then coming forward for 7 cleansing breaths. Inhale, releasing with sound. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Gently pushing up. Let's do another chanting, another mantra of the goddess. Inhale to begin. Ella. Okay, so uncrossing the legs, bringing both of the bottoms of the feet together, taking your hands on either ankle, and then we're just going to do some circling. 1, 2, we're circulating, opening up the womb. 3, and back in the other direction. 1, 2, 3. Straightening through the spine, coming into a meditative position as we just start to close out the practice. Sitting nice and straight, we're going to do a final yoni mudra. So clasping the last 3 fingers, pointing the pointer fingers, thumbs are together, like that. It's flat, it's not like that, it's flat. And then placing this yoni mudra anywhere on the sacral, on the womb, on the yoni, anywhere that it feels good for our final meditation here. So just coming into stillness, allowing yourself to be in a deeply receptive, open state of being. Allowing your attention to completely turn within as you open yourself to receive the Divine Feminine, the Goddess. You've made a place for her, you have created space for her to enter and dwell within. So feel this transmission of her entering you, receiving your honored guest, the Ella, the Goddess, the Shakti. Receiving her deep in every cell of your being, every part of your body. No part of your body should be without her presence, her dwelling within. We're going to close the practice with 3 mantras of Ella. You can bring the hands in lotus mudra if you feel, or in a namaste in front of the heart. Let's take a deep breath in to begin. Ella. 2 more. And 1 more. Bringing the hands in namaste if they're not already. Gently bowing the head forward. Honoring the divinity within yourself, within all life, all creatures, all creation, within one another. Namaste. So thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, I will shortly be releasing launching a new training or a new journey. It's called the Way of the Tantric Priestess. It's a 3-level initiation that I will be doing. It will be a group container held in an online space from Galil, from the Holy Land. If you are interested to find out more information about that, please write, hello, welcome. Please write in the comments below, Priestess. If you want to be contacted and made aware of my next live, which is not on the schedule, which is about the Essene Magdalene teachings that have just been released in the Hebrew Scrolls, type in the comments Essene. And I would also love to hear your divine feminine intentions for this practice and for your life at this time. Please join my group if this resonates. I've put it in the description above. Thank you for joining. So much divine goddess blessings to you all. Namaste.